Hey folks, this is David Smith at Correctional Officer Lifestyle. I'm coming to you today with another requested video. This video was actually requested by Mr. Anthony Ganji, the host of Tear Talk. You can find Tear Talk on YouTube. It is a channel dedicated to the brave men and women that work in the corrections, in the profession of corrections. I definitely encourage you to look into Tear Talk. It is nothing but good information there. But he suggested this video the last time that I was on, when he was having a live feed with a discussion where he was taking questions live from people that were in attendance on this live feed, and it's amazing. It's amazing that I was able to participate in that. I enjoyed myself immensely. But this video is actually about where should a rookie start their career. Now, I want to encourage you, go on ahead, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when I post new videos. Bell will let you know every time I post a new video. And hit me with some comments, folks. Hit me with some comments. Let me know what you think when I'm done with this video, okay? Let me know what you think about where should a rookie start their shift, start their career, okay? In the state of Florida. And of course, I speak from the Florida state perspective because I work in the state of Florida. That's the only place I've ever worked, is in the state of Florida. So I have that perspective. We have main units. We have annexes, which are basically another main unit attached to a main unit. It might have a different mission, but it is a main unit attached to a main unit. That's basically what it is. You have work camps. A work camp is where inmates that go outside the gate to work are housed. Every single one of them is a lower custody, lower housing level than a lot of the inmates that you will find in a main unit. They don't have their own confinement unit. They have to use the main unit's confinement unit. Well, at least the one that I have at my facility doesn't have its own confinement unit. I don't think any work camp has its own confinement unit, but hey, I've never been to all of them, so I don't know. Basically, the folks that are going outside the gate to work are the folks that you will find in your warehouse, your maintenance area, motor pool, outside grounds, things of this nature. Some work camps had or have a contract with the Department of Transportation. The DOT squads go out. We used to have that at Century. I don't know what happened to it, but we don't have it anymore. Community work squads, where an officer will take out a group of inmates to help beautify and clean up the community. There I go again with the ums. I'm working on that, folks. I really am. You have all sorts of inmates that just go outside the gate to work. Okay? They go outside the gate to work. We also have forestry camps in the state of Florida, and those inmates also go outside the gate to work, but the lion's share of them work for the Division of Forestry. And finally, we have the community release centers, or the work release centers. We at Century have attached to us the Pensacola Work Release Center, the Pensacola Community Release Center. And that is for inmates that have jobs, paying jobs. They wear street clothes. They can have bicycles to go back and forth to work. We'll put them in a van to get them back and forth to work. They make money, and they're allowed cell phones so that they can communicate back and forth with the folks on the job, keep in touch with their families, etc. And they, as I understand it, I've never worked at the Work Release Center, but as I understand it, some of the money that they bring in goes towards restitution for the victims of their crime, which I think is amazing. So where should a rookie start his career? Mr. Ganji and I believe the same way when it comes to where a rookie should start their career. A rookie should start their career at a main unit. The rookie should start their career at a main unit or a annex. A place where managing inmates is a little more difficult. It takes effort. You don't want to bring somebody in as a rookie CO, put them at the work camp. When they make sergeant, leave them at the work camp. When they make lieutenant, leave them at the work camp. They might be the best work camp lieutenant on the face of God's green earth, but as soon as they make captain and go to a main unit, they're lost. They're lost. And that particular person has been done a disservice by being allowed to start in a easier to manage facility than it would be if they had started where the inmates are a little more difficult to manage. Just putting that mildly. Okay? So start your rookies at your main units. By far, I am not an administrator. I am the top of the frontline supervisors in Florida because I am a captain, but I'm not quite an administrator at this point. I'm working on it. I am working on it. I'm in the pool for major, but I haven't quite got there yet. So I'm talking from the perspective of an administrator, even though I might be talking out both sides of my neck because I've never been an administrator. But I would want people started at that main unit. I would want people started at that annex so they get experience with a more difficult to manage population. Okay? That is how I would proceed with it. Now, we did institute something in the facility that I'm at where the brand new rookies coming off the street go to an orientation, what we refer to as an onboarding process. And the first, I think it's 40 hours, I'm not sure exactly how long, their FTO is at the work camp. And they go to the work camp for their first however long it is, so that they can, at an easier to manage facility, learn paperwork, count procedures, security checks, how to perform a key inspection, how to perform a lock inspection, how to account for your tools, all of the paperwork and all of the administrative stuff that they are required to do on a daily basis. They can learn that in a less intense, easier to manage environment. But after that, they come up to the main unit. And that's where they spend the remainder of their onboarding time, their orientation time, so that they can learn how to do these things along with a more difficult to manage population, along with a harder to manage population. So there it is in a nutshell, folks. I think it is doing a great disservice to any officer coming into this business to not be started at a main unit or an annex where the population is more difficult to manage than what you will find at a work camp, a forestry camp, or work release center. Now, that being said, wherever they start, they need to learn how to manage with population that they have. And that is going to come down to the FTOs, the field training officers. But that's for another video. As of right now, I just want to go on ahead and say there is no place for domestic violence in this world. If you are the victim or you know the victim of domestic violence, 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-7233 is a domestic violence hotline. The people at the other end of that telephone will be able to help you because they have the tools, abilities, and resources to help the victims of domestic violence. If you know the aggressor in a domestic violence situation, remember that the worst thing you can do is nothing. Say something to somebody. And if you are the aggressor in a domestic violence situation, first understand that you need help, and then ask for it. There's help for you too. All right? If you like the video, hit the like button. You want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notification when I post new videos, and hit me in the comments. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think about this topic. Let me know how you feel about this topic. As always, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. It's important. I want to hear from you. All right? Remember, I have merchandise for sale. This is one of the things that I have for sale. This t-shirt that I am wearing. Very simply, it says, corrections, one team, one fight. I will go into a video about what that means in the future. Those will be placed on my Facebook page, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. I'll put a link in the description below so that you know where to go get these wonderful wonderful t-shirts. This thing is stupid comfortable. I'm very pleased with it. All right, that's all I got for this video, folks. Love shouldn't hurt. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. Y'all stay safe behind the fence, and I will see you guys in the next video. It's David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle.